يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Our ulama had a long debate in our history. What is the origin of the word Allah? Does the word Allah come from ilah? And is it the combination of al-ilah, al-ilah? Or is it a name of Allah that belonged to Allah from before Arabic and before all languages? It's always been the name of Allah. There's been these two positions all across our history, and both of them have their evidences. But I want to share some things with you. Even if you say that this word comes from the word ilah. Ilah is commonly translated someone to be worshipped. Al-ma'bud. Al-ma'bud. Al-ma'luh bima'na al-ma'bud. But you know the word aliha, the verb in Arabic, it actually comes from love. The origin of the word faza'a ilayhi wa ahabbahu ashad al-hub. It's actually intense kinds of love. The old Arabs before Islam, they used to have 10 degrees of love. The lowest of them was hub. The lowest of the degrees of love was hub, and they would have 10 degrees. And the 10th one will kill you. You love someone so much, you become so obsessed that you can't even eat, you can't even sleep, you just kills you. It's unhealthy. The ninth one actually is called wala or Allah, from which the word ilah comes. And the word wala means a kind of love that when you have it, you don't feel pain. When you have it, you don't feel hunger. You don't feel sadness. This love fills your appetite so much, there's no room left for anything else. There's no negative emotion left in your life because this ilah has filled it for you. When we call upon Allah by saying Bismillah, we are expressing our love for Allah and acknowledging that if we truly have love for Allah, all of our problems are going to feel like nothing. We all have problems. Some of us have marriage problems. Some of us have problems with our children. Some of us have problems with money. Some of us have problems with health. Some of us have problems with extended family, friends. We have all kinds of problems. Some of you have legal problems. Some of you have business problems, immigration problems. There are so many problems in life. All you're doing all day, there are taxi drivers here that are driving around all day thinking about their problems. How much money do I have left? How am I going to pay for the next tuition fees for the child? Which uni are they going to go to? And all of it. That's all they're thinking about all day. But when you call on Allah with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, know that Allah will remove the tension from your head. He'll get rid of it. And He will replace it with a reliance on Allah. And everything will get sorted out. Everything will work out. Because you have this gift that came from the heavens. This thing you recite and I recite, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, is not cheap. It's amazing. You know when it's used in a context? All of you know it's used in the beginnings of surahs, every time. But the one time it's used in the middle is in the story of Sulaiman. Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ever think about that? Sulaiman alayhi salam is going to transfer the throne of another queen thousands of miles in the blink of an eye, and he says this is because of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is what Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim can do. What is Allah teaching you and me? If Allah can do that when someone truly believes in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, then you and I have no reason to be pessimists left. A Muslim is not supposed to be depressed because he has this gift. You know, if you had, I'll tell you a secret. Think about this as an analogy. It'll help you, inshallah ta'ala. It helped me a lot. You have all these problems, money, health, family, all these issues in your life. And they only seem to be getting worse. They don't seem to be getting better. The arguments are getting more and more nasty, and you're just buried and buried and buried. There are young men here, young women here that can't get married, and either the family doesn't agree, or the guy is not right, or the girl is not right, or nothing is right, or and is it even going to happen? She's getting older and older. The father's getting worried. How am I going to get my daughter married? All of these problems are happening. And imagine one day that somebody comes to you and says, here's an envelope. You can open it in 30 days, but I'll tell you there's 2 million pounds in here for you. But you can only open it in 30 days. Okay? But it's in your hand already. You have it. Even if you don't have enough food for lunch, even if you don't have enough money to pay the electricity bill, you have nothing in your hand for 30 days, you're still poor. But you're the happiest man I've ever met. You're still walking around without shoes on the street. And I'm like, hey man, why are you so happy? You don't know. 27 days. I'll let you know. Because you have a guarantee in your hand. You have a guarantee. And whenever you get depressed, whenever you feel really hungry, you just look at the envelope. 24 more days. This thing has given you a guarantee that a better life is coming, isn't it? All of your problems became small. No big deal. Because you have a guarantee. That is when you call on the name of Allah. That's a guarantee in your hand. It's worth more than a few million pounds, let me tell you. It's worth a lot more than that. And it's in your hand. It's just in your hand. You just got to believe in it. That's all. Somebody else could have the same paper and say, I don't believe it, and rip it up. Never even open it. Be skeptical about it. You and I are believers. We believe in the power of Allah's names. And so I take you quickly to the next name. Of all of Allah's names, first of all, He invoked the one that makes us worship Him out of love. The word that comes from ilah. And even that name is so unique. Because the Wassam already told you that there's a uniqueness to Allah, right? In Arabic, this is a little bit of an Arabic thing, but I'll try to make it easy for you. You must have heard, if you have Arab friends or somebody speaking Arabic, when they call on someone, harfun nida, ya. You say, ya walad, ya rajul, ya kareem, ya abdullah. They say ya all the time when they call someone. When you say ya, you don't use al. You don't say ya al-walad. If you want to use al, you say ya ayyuhal walad. You don't just say ya al-walad, you say ya ayyuhal walad. Like Allah says, ya ayyuhal muddathir, for example. Ya ayyuhal nabi. If you want to put alif lam there, al there, you have to say ayyuha, you can't just say ya. But if you don't say ya, you can say ya Musa, ya Isa, ya Zakaria, ya Yahya. Some argue the word Allah has al in it. But we say ya Allah or no? We say it all the time. The name of Allah is so unique, you don't even do in Arabic what you do with the name of Allah anywhere else. Even the name of Allah is unprecedented. Even the way it's pronounced, Allah, when you say Allah, you don't say Allah anywhere else in Arabic. Even the way it's pronounced is unique. Even the way Allah gave us the gift of His name is to tell us you are dealing with someone like as no one else. He's like nobody else. He will help you like nobody else. He loves you like nobody else. He cares for you like nobody else. He remembers you like nobody else. He's always with you like nobody else. Everyone else will leave you. Everything else will leave you. Allah will never leave you. That's what He reminds you and me of. That's what He reminds you and me of. Now, there's a lot to talk about, like I said, but I will finish on time. I respect the fact that a lot of you have to get back to work and have other responsibilities. I have about 5 minutes left, so a few things I'll try and squeeze in about this beautiful phrase. The two names of Allah, of all of His names that He could have included. Because He has the best of all names. But the two descriptions that He wanted us to know every time we do something, every time we call on all of His qualities, of them, two of them should come to the front of our mind. Meaning two of His qualities overshadow everything else. When you think of everything else about Allah, it is under these two. And those are Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. What incredible two names. Ar-Rahman simply means three things. It means that Allah's love and mercy and care is extreme. Mubalagha means it's beyond what you can imagine. It also means, so it's extreme, that's the first thing. The second thing is that it's immediate. The second thing is that it's immediate, which means you don't have to wait for it. It's happening right now. And the third of the meanings of when you use fa'lan, that's the scary one, it's actually not permanent. It's extreme, it's immediate, but it's not necessarily permanent. When you say, for example, in Arabic, atshan. Atshan means thirsty. Thirst is not permanent. When you say jaw'an, jaw'an is extremely hungry. It's extreme, it's immediate, but it's not permanent. When you say ghadban, extremely angry, it's not permanent. Well, for some people it is, but yeah, for most people it's not permanent. But the beauty of the Arabic language and the beauty of how Allah chose to describe Himself, this is a kind of mubalagha. Even if it's temporary, it doesn't go away on its own. If you're thirsty, the thirst will not go away on its own until you use water. If you're hungry, hunger will not go away on its own until you eat food. If Allah is Ar-Rahman, if Allah is excessively loving, excessively caring, excessively merciful, that extreme love, mercy, and care will not go away ever until you remove it. Until you don't want it. Allah will never take it away. People don't want it sometimes. Rasulullah ﷺ one time told the Sahaba, strangest thing, the Sahaba are sitting there, and he looks at them and he says, كُلُّكُمْ يَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةِ إِلَّا مَنْ أَبَى. So all of you are going to Jannah, except the one who refused. This, why would? And even the Sahaba asked the same question that came in my head. وَمَنْ يَأْبَى مِنَّا يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Who's gonna refuse? Why would we refuse to go to Jannah? He says, مَنْ أَطَاعَنِي دَخَلَ الْجَنَّةِ وَمَنْ أَبَانِي فَقَدْ أَبَى مَنْ عَصَانِي فَقَدْ أَبَى. Whoever obeyed me, whoever came to me, because he's the بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ, he's the merciful messenger of Allah. Whoever came to me in obedience wanted to go to Jannah. Whoever forgot about me, disregarded me, he didn't want to go. You and I can remove ourselves from Allah's mercy. Allah will not close the door. We close the door. And sometimes you close the door for many years. Sometimes you close the door for many, many years. And then you open it. And when you open it, Allah doesn't say, why did you close it? Get lost. I don't want you anymore. He doesn't do that. The door remains open. The doors of Allah's mercy and His care and His love remain open. The last of these names is Ar-Rahim. And as I leave you with Ar-Rahim, two things I want to share with you. Ar-Rahim actually fills the void of Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahim is a sifa mushabbaha, they say in Arabic, something that is permanent. So don't you worry. Allah will take care of you right now, immediately. And if you're worried about tomorrow, He'll take care of you tomorrow too. You know, it's human nature. If you're really hungry and your wife says to you, what do you want to eat next week? You say, forget it, woman. What do we have right now? I don't care about next week. I'm starving right now. Once you finish eating and your stomach is full, then you say, so what are you saying about next week? You don't think about the future if you have a problem in the present. Once your present problem is solved, then you start thinking about the future. If you haven't paid the bill yet, then you're only thinking about the bill right now. The moment you pay the bill, you start thinking, when am I going to pay next month's bill? You think about the future. What did Allah do? Allah took care of your immediate need when He said Ar-Rahman. And He took care of your future when He said Ar-Rahim. He took care of your future. Both of them. And in the right order. Because human beings, كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةِ, you love to rush. You love the things that you need right now. You're obsessed with them. أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ. Doesn't He know who He created? He gave me Ar-Rahman first, then He gave me Ar-Rahim. And so I leave you with the last of these many treasures of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is what they call in Arabic shibhu jumla. إنها ليست jumla. It's not a sentence. It's actually what's called in English grammar a fragment. Okay, it's a piece of a sentence. For example, if I say in the car is not a sentence. If I say there's a person in the car, now that's a sentence. In the car there are a lot of people. That's a sentence. But if you just say in the car, it's not a sentence. When you just say in Allah's name, that's not a sentence. That's an incomplete thought. There's no mubtada, there's no khabar, there's actually a muta'alliq, it's just a jar majroor, the Arabic students will know. There's no fi'l. Some grammarians, when the mufassirun studied this ayah, they said, wow, this is incomplete. How do you complete it? There must be a fill in the blank. So they say it must mean abda'u bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, or abtadi'u bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I begin with the name of Allah. You might have seen some English translations that say I begin with the name of Allah, even though the words I begin are not there. They're just not there. So the question is, why aren't they there? And that's what I hope to share with you now. Allah Azza wa Jal in His wisdom, the one who allaman al-bayan, right? He taught us how to speak. He knows how to speak. When He wants to make a full sentence, He will make a full sentence. When He wants to give you half a sentence, He will give you half a sentence. We don't judge Allah's speech by our standards. Our speech is judged by Allah's standards. He's the one who taught us how to speak. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gave us an incomplete statement on purpose, because what you do next completes it. In the name of Allah, I eat. In the name of Allah, I get out of bed. In the name of Allah, I wash my face. In the name of Allah, I get in my car. Everything you do is actually completing Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is as though this beautiful gift of Allah was waiting to complete everything you do. It's the other way too. And now you know what you understand? There's lazim and malzoom. If you do anything without Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it's incomplete. This was a part of it. This is a part of the equation. It had to be. In small things and big things. And so, now that my time is up, inshallah ta'ala, at some other time perhaps I'll come and share with you one of the beauties of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the one surah where there's no Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Surah At-Tawbah. But that's for another time, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim, wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-hakim. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى خصوصا على أفضلهم وخاتم النبيين محمد الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. يقول الله عز وجل في كتابه الكريم بعد أن أقول أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. عباد الله رحمكم الله، اتقوا الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.
First and foremost, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, today's khutbah was delivered by Nouman Ali Khan, brother Nouman Ali Khan. It was a very important lecture, as we all know, regarding Bismillah. We say Bismillah in everything that we do, before we start everything, before we eat, and all sorts of things. But today we actually understood, all those people who came in, they actually understood why we actually say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So it was a very beneficial lecture. I urge everyone to actually watch it on YouTube. Inshallah, it should be uploaded in a couple of days probably. And yeah, inshallah, everyone should act upon it.
সোশ্যাল মিডিয়ার মাধ্যমে শুনতে বললাম উস্তাদ নুমান আলী খান আজকে নামাজ পড়াবেন, তো আসলাম আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। ওনার খুতবা আমি শুনছি, খুব ভালো লাগছে। আসলে উনি যে বিষয়টা পয়েন্ট আউট করতে চাচ্ছেন যে বিসমিল্লাহ তো আমরা অনেকেই পড়ি, বাট এই বিসমিল্লার ভিতরে আল্লাহ রাসূল সাল্লাল্লাহু আলাইহি ওয়াসাল্লামের একটা হাদিস যেছে এবারতে কলিল মতলবে কাসির, এই ছোট্ট একটা সেন্টেন্সের ভিতরে কত কিছু নিহিত আছে। উনি কয়েকটা বিষয় মেনশন করেছেন যে আমাদের অনেক সময় সাহায্যের দরকার হয়, আমরা যখন ক্ষুধার্ত তখন খাদ্যের দরকার হয়, তখন কিন্তু আমরা প্রত্যেকটা নাম ধরে আল্লাহকে ডাকি না, বলি যে ইয়া রাজ্জাক হেল্প মি বা সামথিং লাইক দিস। বিসমিল্লাহ কিন্তু সবগুলিকে কভার করে, ঠিক আছে। তো উনি তো একজন গ্রামার নিয়ে অনেক আলোচনা করেন। আমরা ওনাকে জানি যে উনি নিটিগ্রিটি বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা করেন, আরবি গ্রামার বা বিভিন্ন দিক থেকে। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ অল্প সময়ে উনি অনেক কিছু বোঝাইতে পেরেছেন আর কি। তো আমি খুব হ্যাপি ওনার খুতবা শুনে।
আইয়ুহাল্লাযীনা আমানু ইযা নুদিয়া লিস-সালাতি মিন ইয়াউমিল জুমআতি ফাসআউ ইলা যিকরিল্লাহি ওয়া যারুল বাই', যালিকুম খায়রুল লাকুম ইন কুনতুম তা'লামুন।